Are you thinking of moving to a new country? Maybe applying for a job in a different city, or maybe thinking about going to university abroad? Well, if that is the case, then this video is for you, because I'm going to be sharing how it really feels to move to a different country, which is something that I have actually done not only once, but twice. So let's get started with today's video. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Flor and I post new videos every single week, every Wednesday, talking about working for yourself, talking about productivity, about motivation, about working from home, and about life in general. In today's video, we are going to be talking about moving to a different country. The idea of this video is not to be a guide on how to move to a different country, or how to apply for a visa, or how to get a work permit, but instead it's going to be a real account of how it feels to pack everything you own into a suitcase and take a flight to the other side of the world. For starters, something that I usually get asked a lot is whether or not I always knew I was going to live in a different country. And the answer to that is yes and also no. First of all, why I am saying yes, why I am saying that I always wanted to live in a different country. Well, that is probably because of movies, of TV shows, of books. I've always dreamt about going to high school or to university in the US, and when I was studying law school and then after graduating, I applied to different scholarships to actually go study in the US. And when I was working at my first job at a law firm, I actually tried to switch offices and to go work for that same law firm, but in the United States. Unfortunately, none of that worked for me in the end, but the dream, the desire to actually live in a different country and experience a different culture was always there. But at the same time, and as I said before, as a little girl and then as a teenager, I really did not think working or living in a different country was something that was going to happen for me. I was raised in a small town near Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina, and the truth is that most of the people I knew by that time, either my family, friends of my family, my friends from school, friends from other extracurricular activities, almost no one had actually lived or worked or studied in a different country at some point. So not having someone I knew actually being able to share that experience with me, or to actually make me believe that was possible, was what led me to believe that it was not going to happen for me. So when people ask me whether or not I always planned to live abroad, the answer is yes and no. Yes, I always dreamed about it, I always envisioned it, I always imagined it happening, but when it came to reality, to hard facts, I did not think it was going to happen for me. And I know that even though it looks magical, moving to a new country is actually not an easy task, and it involves a lot of different things that one does not imagine at first. First of all, it means being willing to reinvent yourself and to start again. Moving to another country can often mean changing jobs, changing roles, changing companies, starting completely from scratch in a different field, in a new career, or something totally unexpected. And it means to be willing to accept and embrace the change that comes with the move. It means discovering new layers of yourself that maybe you didn't even know existed. Many times it means starting new things or starting over with things we had actually ended before, like maybe going to school or starting a new relationship, being the new person at a job, or maybe going again on a first date. And the list is endless. Every day is usually a new beginning and means doing something new for the very first time. But on the other hand, it means to be willing to let go. Moving to another country is really one of the biggest occasions in which you have to learn to let go again and again, because there's really no other option. I remember that a few months before moving to another country for the first time in mid-2016, I read the book The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. Honestly, I have had that book for many months before that, and I never really started reading it. Up until a few months before moving, because of some reason, I actually opened it and started reading craving it, and I think it got to my life in the perfect time. More than ever before, I felt like I needed a change in my life, and I felt that all my material possessions meant nothing because I was really not having a good time when it came to my personal life. So it was the perfect opportunity to get rid of things, to actually let go. Being a content creator and creating content for fashion and for beauty brands, I really do get a lot of things sent from these brands, and I think I hadn't actually realized how much things I had and how much I was accumulating until it was actually time to move. I always say as a joke that we should all move every 2 or 3 years in order to get rid of a lot of things we tend to accumulate and we tend to have and own and buy when we actually don't need them. And moving to a different country exposes you to that in the hardest way. It is impossible to carry everything you own in 1, 2, 3, 4 bags, or even if you use a container to move to another country. You are going to have to leave things behind. Things, memories, mementos, a lot of things that maybe represent who you are at this point of time, but you need to move on and you need to let go. Moving to another country, I think, allows you more than anything to literally start over with a blank page. But besides that, moving to another country often means facing new things, and that usually means new fears. And this is completely normal. Suddenly, you do not know which is the best supermarket that's closest to your home or to your work, or maybe you cannot get the exact ingredients you need to make your favorite meal or your favorite dessert, or maybe you do not even understand the language people speak in the country you just moved to, or maybe you don't even know how to rent an apartment or how the transportation system works. This is completely normal, and it's something that you have to get used to. You have to learn the most basic things again, and you have to be willing to make new mistakes. Maybe you don't understand the jokes people make, or you don't understand certain customs, or maybe basic phrases. But understanding that that is hard and that that is normal is actually a good thing. And you have to accept that everything is going to take some time, and that is also okay. Finally, moving to another country means to be patient with yourself, even in the worst or most difficult times. But it's also something that is going to show you how brave you are, how strong you are, who you really are. I know moving to a different country is not an option for everyone, but sometimes people who do have the option choose not to do it. Because of course, yes, it's easier and it's more comfortable to stay where you are with the job you have, with the relationships you have, with the apartment you rent, the people we know since we were kids, the language we've been speaking for many years. But if you do choose to move to another country, trust me that without a doubt, you become stronger, you become braver, and you grow a lot, even if you don't believe that's possible. And in my case, and personally, I absolutely, totally recommend it. So that is everything for today's video. I hope this helped in case you're thinking about moving to a different country, about starting a new job in a new city, or maybe going abroad for university. My personal recommendation is, of course, do it. If you have the opportunity, do it. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be hard at the beginning, but in the end, and looking back, you're going to realize how great of an opportunity, how great of an experience that was. If you like this video, of course, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and hit the notification bell. And if you have moved to a different country, please leave your recommendations or your tips down below in the comments. And if you're thinking about moving and you're still unsure, or maybe you do not know what to do, of course, leave your comments as well, because I would love to help you. Let me know if you would like for me to make more videos about moving abroad, about starting a new job, about seeking for new opportunities in a different country. That is everything for today's video. I hope you liked it, and as always, I will see you on the next one. Bye!